There we go. There we go. Oh, yep, yep. All right. What's going on, everybody? Ken and Hotep back at it again with another one. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I don't want all of that. Let's go here. Wow, 19 degrees outside. Woo! Brisk. That hawk out, boy. That hawk is out. What up, bro? What's the deal, brother? The hawk is out, y'all. Goodness gracious. That hawk ain't no joke. That hawk ain't no joke. Oof, man. Yeah, you better get some, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. You better come. You better get some long johns, some nice wool socks. You know what I mean? Get some winter boots, okay? Get some winter boots. The Timberlands, like, I want a pair of butters, right? I ain't had a pair of butters in like, I ain't had a pair of butters in like 20 years. Are butters insulated? I got a feeling Timberlands are not a good fucking, like, you know, they're not a good winter boot. And I'm not talking about like the field boot or the hiking boot. Like they probably get in the winter. They're insulated or something or Vortex. But you know, butters, like are they insulated? I don't remember. I still want a pair of Timberlands, but yeah, you better y'all tell me. But you know, the technology for big guys has gotten better when it comes to the cold. You know, they got some stuff that ain't so bulky, but it keep you warm. It keep you warm. You know what I mean? That's why you see me in hoodies and shit, and it be like cold as a bitch outside because the technology has gotten better. Anyway, what's going on, Miss Wild Wolf? Anyway, guys, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna call this morning shit. What's a good title for this morning show? All right, should I call it the ride along? Should I continue to call it the work brief? Because like technically, I'm not at work yet. Before, when I was doing the work brief, it was like my lunch break. You know what I mean? Me and Jay be chopping it up on StreamYard. You know what I mean? Should I call it like the carpool? Yeah, they got some hoodies though. They got some hoodies, dog, that'll keep you warm, boy. They got some hoodies that they don't look all bulky, but them motherfuckers how you sweat. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? Morning drive or come drive with me. Come drive with me. Yes, let's drive away. Yeah. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Everybody's working for the weekend. Man, they calling for snow flurries. I do not know. I wasn't thinking this morning. I honestly don't know why I drove my sports car today. They're talking about snow flurries with a high of 32. And I'm like, snow flurries with a high of 32, that shit might stick. So I'm just going to hope that it don't start snowing until later. And if it starts snowing, I'm going to have to pull an audible. I'm going to have to pull an audible. Yo, they talking about a polar vortex up this bitch, bro. They talk about some polar vortex. They saying it's gonna feel like it's like -10 and some mo. I ain't ready for that. I said if the fucking danger in the capital, potential danger in the capital don't happen, that cold gonna keep my black ass away. I'm gonna be out there bitch, but look, it's not gonna be frozen to your face. uh, hit -30? What the fuck? Listen. -30 ain't shit moving at -30. I don't think I've ever experienced negative nothing temperatures in my whole life. I don't think I've experienced negative nothing temperatures. Okay, not one bit, not one bit. Anyway, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. Share this stream, guys, and let people know we live. But if it hit negative anything in Maryland, ain't shit moving. I don't even know if motherfuckers' cars are going to start in negative 30-degree weather. In negative anything weather, I think every car need a plug-in like a diesel truck. Every car gonna need a fucking plug-in like a goddamn or a diesel truck, bro. Oh my gosh. They like to heat the block up. Golly mighty. Oh my goodness gracious. What's up, Sauce? Yo, nigga, I don't know. If it's gonna be that cold, I don't know. It might be too cold for terrorism. It might be too cold for terrorism. If something bad is supposed to happen on Monday during the inauguration, it might be too cold. They might be like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna have to go get my 72 version next week. It's cold outside. Yo said the false flag or fucking freeze up. Oh man, that false flag ain't moving. Sorry. They gonna call in sick. Like, damn, like the jihad don't got no snow days. Oh shit. I might have to take sick leave on this job. I don't know. Oh my God. Sunday night snow? I hope I got enough crank. My battery in my truck is new. I put a brand new battery in there like a few months ago. So the truck battery, cool. That's all that mattered to me. The car ain't gonna move. The car ain't. I'm about to put my daughter's little punk ass car out in the fucking street and park my car in the goddamn driveway. Put my daughter's little punk ass car right on the street and put my shit in the driveway. She ain't driving. She ain't got no license. It's just she just got a car sitting in the driveway, and it's sitting in the driveway because there ain't no tags on it. Because I'm not paying insurance and all that shit for a fourth car that ain't nobody driving. Although I have been giving some thought to like that motherfucker get some good gas mileage. Just a little Nissan Versa. I'm like, yo, I could probably take this little bad boy to work. I could probably drive on a tank of gas in that little Nissan Versa for like a week and a half before I got to fill that bitch up. I don't know. 26 degrees, the high. It should be all right. Right now, it is 19. It is 19. You know what I mean? You know, and they calling for snow flurries today. So hopefully it's just flurries. That shit look a little weird. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why I jumped in my car. I should have jumped in the truck. Anyway. You get 30 plus miles to the gallon easy? I might put that bitch on the road. Liability only. It got new tires and everything, you know. My mother-in-law, God rest her soul, she left it to my daughter before she passed away. But still, shit, I might have to put that little joint on the road so my daughter get her shit together. She of age to get her permit, but she ain't responsible enough yet. You know what I mean? When she can show me she can keep her room clean without me telling her to keep her room clean 3 times or threatening it for her not to go nowhere, then we'll talk about the driver's license. You know what I mean? She keep that fucking kitchen clean without me having to tell her and do the shit correctly. You know? And I'm not asking for like the type of cleaning our parents ask for. Like, I ain't telling her to move the fucking refrigerator and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, make sure the counters are sanitized. Please make sure when you put the dishes in the dishwasher, I know it sounds counterintuitive to fucking scrape the dishes and make sure there's nothing on the plates before you put them in the dishwasher, right? Because you might as well, at that point, you might as well just wash fucking dishes and put them away. Like, I really don't understand the point of the dishwasher, right? Like, you already got to rinse the bitch off damn near spotless before you put the shit in the dishwasher. And then you're turning the dishwasher on to clean the dishes, which is wild to me. However, you know, you're going to use it, make sure that you do the shit right. I don't like one day I walked in the kitchen, yo, and I opened that dishwasher. He's like, yeah, did I clean that? I turned the dishwasher on. I go in that motherfucker, and I'm like, are you sure? And I'm looking like these dishes look dirty. she don't be fucking scraping the dishes or like rinsing them out. She just be tossing them bitches in the dishwasher. I think the dishwasher got some little fucking midget in there or some little person like the Great Kazoo in that motherfucker scrubbing dishes or something. I don't know. She think the dishwasher is like the Flintstones where they got the fucking little dinosaurs in there doing work. What's up, Jay? You got 16-year-old too, boy. Them 16-year-olds, man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. They ain't like they don't make them like they used to. Let me tell you that much. They don't make these kids like they used to. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They don't make them like they used to. I tell you, I love my daughter to death. She get good grades and stuff, but she just lazy, yo. Lazy. Like I wanted to be lazy. I couldn't afford to be lazy. If I wanted to drive, like right, I had me a nice ass car when I was a kid. Y'all see her. People that ain't new to the channel, right? My day ones, y'all know. I always talk about my 1987 5.0 Fox body Mustang. Ooh wee, it was beautiful. Right, but in order for me to drive my 1987 5.0 Fox body Mustang, right, GT, you know, I had shit I had to do. Dishes better been done. Fucking floors better been vacuumed. Right, right. Now everybody got hardwood floors now, but like back then, nah, we had carpet throughout the entire house. My father had 4 floors, had to vacuum all 4 floors. And hell, if he felt like it, like, hey, go clean my room too while you at it. God damn. So if I wanted to go to that party that night and I wanted to be, you know, keep my keys to my whip, that shit better been done. And my grades better been on point. Or else my ass been on the bus. And once you start driving, you got a cool ass car. Your friends see you on the motherfucking cheese bus. Your car either broke down or you got in trouble. Your car either broke down or you got in trouble. And I wasn't trying to have that shit. A couple times I had to get back on that cheese bus because I didn't do some shit I was supposed to do. I learned my lesson though. We grew up, yeah, we all grew up with fuck around to find out. You know what I mean? Yeah, skip there. Because like after a while, I'm like, yo, dishwasher don't even make sense now. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was. What did you tell me that yesterday, Rick? That them bitches is locked. You can't even tune them. I don't even want it no more. I mean, they come with good horsepower and they're sexy, but nah, if they lock, I don't even want it unless I can buy a new CPU for it. If I can buy a new CPU for it, a new ECU for it, or whatever, you know, then all right, we can talk. Question is how much that ECU gonna cost me. You know what I mean? Like this car right here, got a brand new ECU in it, right? I drove all the way to Exton, Pennsylvania. Well, outside of Exton, Pennsylvania. I was down the street from Hotep, probably. There's a spot out there called SFR, and they deal with Genesis and all that other stuff. I ran up there, had my intake, my exhaust stuff. My car was already pretty spry, and I went up there to get it tuned. It was a can tune. So I went up there. They just swapped my motherfucking computer out. They swapped my computer out. I fucking had a ball driving back down to Baltimore. I was moving, boy. My car, like, stock this car revs to $6,000 before you got a shift. Now I can go to about 7. I think I go to 7.5. You know, and the governor's gone, so I hit I had to test it out. I hit 160. I hit 160 in this bitch, and I brought it back down because I was fucking moving. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got an 8-speed in my car. I got an 8-speed in this bitch. I gotta get them. Yeah, Limitless was saying that you gotta get the Motec system for the Ford. I bet that should cost a ton of money for that motel. It's probably $1,500 just for the system, I guarantee it. But it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. Like if these glasses, I will let y'all see it. If these glasses could fucking record on YouTube, I'll punch this bitch right now just so I can see that bitch go. I got a little bit of space in front of me, you know. I got a little bit of space in front of me, and I know y'all can't hear the car, you know. Like, it's so much fun. See if y'all can't see something. Do that. Get fifth gear right here. Fifth gear right here. Let's see what I can do. Just come up on real fast. Boy, that turbo something else, boy. That turbo is something else. This car shit gets, boy. This car shit gets. I love my car. It's a fun car. Like that power band ain't no joke after it's changed. You know what I mean? Turn my wheel to the left and right real fast. I got good tires, I can do it. My car is agile, baby. It's agile. Agile, okay? My car is agile over there for science. Oh, man. I should race this Tesla up ahead. Yeah, fun times in this car. Anyway. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. So, Joe Nicholslick, Joey Mumbles, primetime TV does his farewell address. So you think he got them the white DI is an hour? Beware of the military-industrial complex type motherfucker. First off, he just took credit for a bunch of shit that he didn't do. First thing he took credit for, the shit that he didn't do, was the ceasefire between, or the alleged ceasefire, because, I mean, I don't think they signed anything just yet. I think they agreed, but nothing's written in stone for it, between Bibi Netanyahu and what's his name? Whoever the leader of Iran is, or whoever it is, Hamas. They came to a deal with ceasefire. And Nicholslick took credit for that. And I'm like, Nicholslick, that was not you, bro. As you notice, this deal came yesterday because there's a few days off mode. Oh, Donnie T getting in the office and wrecking shop. Donnie T already put him on notice. He put him on notice the minute he won. He said, look, y'all motherfuckers got, he said what? He said it what? I think he said at the beginning of the year, he said, y'all motherfuckers got 20 days to get y'all shit together and figure this shit out before I get in office. And if I get in office, you ain't got this shit together, we got a motherfucking problem. You know, now I'm just, paraphrasing here. Yeah, the so-called ceasefire just happened, but Nicholslick facilitated it. Like, no, you ain't facilitating shit. So they respected you not one bit. Bibi Netanyahu was coming over here and fucking saber rattling in front of Congress on live television about how he wasn't going to back down on Hamas, and fuck you, and we gonna fight this shit out, scorched earth, bitch. You negotiated a ceasefire. You ain't negotiate shit, Nicholslick. You ain't negotiate shit, Nicholslick. Don't even start. You ain't negotiate a gosh dang thing. You ain't negotiate nothing. Anyway. So he tried to take credit for that shit. We all know what that is. He's like, oh fuck, Omar coming. He said, Omar coming. That's what happened. Trump coming. And he fucking said, all right, look, let's figure this shit out because I don't think he fucking around now. Right? And I guess the next people to fall in line is Ukraine and Russia probably. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. That was the one that worried me a little bit. Then he tried to warn us of the oligarchy that's in America that's going to come to ruin America and become, you know, the leading class. Like Nickel Slick, that shit happened under you. You're warning about some shit that you allowed to happen on your watch, that Obama implemented under his watch. Like, let's not pretend that big tech and big government wasn't colluding to shut people up and criminally go after people and all this other stuff. You created that class, bro. You created that threat, Mr. Nickel Slick, sir. You created that threat. But you want us to, this concerns me. It's like, no, you started this shit, my nigga. Doge ain't about to come in here and fucking try to start fucking putting in social credit. You and Barrio implemented that. Barrio started it, and then you fucking expounded on it, sir. So let's not pretend that's the case. Let's not pretend that that's a thing, Mr. Nickel Slick, sir. Like, we're just not going to do that. You know what I mean? You're right. I'm live in the best country in the world. You got that going right. I'm live in the best country in the world. You know, and it's going to get greater. It's going to get greater, at least for the next 4 years, I assume. It's going to get greater. You know, and then after 2028, they're going to try and get back to the bullshit. You know what I mean? They're going to try and get back to that bullshit. But it was just a bunch of mumbling and stumbling and him just misremembering and just talking out the side of his neck. Where the fucking fact checkers on his fucking farewell address? Anybody want to talk about that? Where's the fact checkers on his address? How come he never has fact checkers on his when he addresses the nation? Because every time he addresses the nation, he just comes out with just shit out of his just asshole that just you can't substantiate. They're gonna talk. Joe might not be here in 2028, unfortunately. You know, the way his health is going, Joe may be in some nursing home in a rocking chair with his vanilla ice cream, talking about his uncle Brosy, who got ate by cannibals in World War II, back on Earth 762. That's where he might be. You know what I mean? I think that's where he might be. You know, it just was really fucking interesting to me. I'm just in there listening like, yo, it's just a bunch. And it was only 11 minutes, right? And that's fine. Like, I don't think you need some overly complicated, overly long speech, right? 11 minutes for a farewell speech is great. But don't sit here and try to, like, just do backhanded fucking compliments and backhanded what's the word, congratulations and all that other stuff. We wish the next administration success. But let me tell you what I'm worried about. Like, what? They were the incoming administration was more successful than your administration in their previous administration. We'll say that again. Donald Trump in 2016 to 2020 was more successful than Joe Nickel Slick and Obama's terms combined. How about that? How about that? Trump inherited Obama's economy. You're right, he inherited Obama's economy. And Obama's economy was not good. It was average at best. And Trump came in that bitch and did a few tweaking and some more shit and made that shit fantastic. Energy independent, drilling and fracking here. But fracking and drilling, that is bad for the environment. Okay, so but you rather frack and drill. You rather frack and drill in You rather frack and drill in what's the word? You rather frack and drill in Saudi Arabia and Iran in there though. But it's bad for the environment. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Anyway, then he was talking about the fires and the hurricanes that came through, you know, Maui and California and North Carolina, and Georgia and Florida. And he blamed that shit on climate change. And then he said, I made the most sweeping comprehensive climate change bills to ever come. Like, no, Joe, those weren't climate change, Joe. Okay, we all know climate change exists, right? That's why we got 4 fucking seasons, Joe. That's why we got 4 seasons. Climate change always existed, Joe. Not dumb. Let's not pretend you didn't turn on those weather machines, Joe. Okay? Let's not pretend you didn't turn on those weather machines. Oh, we already know, Jay. Jay, we talked about, you know, man, you know, Jay, we talked about that. Pelosi stabbed him in the back. Obama stabbed him in the back. Come on. It's a Game of Thrones. It's a Game of Thrones. Ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. We know who wrote that letter. It wasn't Joe Biden that wrote that letter of resignation or dropping out of the race. We know exactly who it was. We know Pelosi and the Obama and Barrio got all the pull in the DNC. And when they said it was time for him to it was over for him, it was fucking over. And they did that shit. He woke up out of his little stupor and found out that he was not in charge no more. If he was ever in charge, Obama said, I'm the captain now. You know what I mean? That's what happened. Yep, they used Joe up, tossed him to the curb like a $2 hoe. Money's on the dresser, bitch. What's up, Reba? Right. But you ever notice, Chris, that they don't say global warming anymore? You know, they don't notice they don't say global warming. Remember that was the phrase that pays back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Global warming. That was the phrase that pays. Global warming. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. That was the phrase that pays. Ah, boy. Now, because they see that the earth is fucking cooling, oh, it's climate change now. It's a blanket term. It's a blanket term, climate change. Yeah, we know like climate change. We're in winter time, so the climate just went from warm to fucking cool to fucking freezing. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But they count on people being dumb rubes, and you got a lot of people out here that are just dumb rubes. They're like, yeah, climate change, climate change. You guys don't believe in climate change? Yeah, we believe in climate change. But I look, that's how I feel about climate change. Do I believe in climate change? Of course I believe in climate change. Do I believe it's anything that we can do about fucking climate change? No. I don't think it's nothing we can do about climate change. We can stop driving all these cars today. Alright? And guess what? Mother Earth is going to do what Mother Earth going to do. They had fucking cataclysms and shit like that back in the day when it came to like the climate, and they had fucking horse and buggy. They had chariots and shit. They didn't have all these cars and stuff like that, and they still had problems with the climate. It's always been a thing. It's just a money pit. That's all it is. It's just a money pit. It's a money grab. Explain that shit on climate change, and then all will be right with the world. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's what you call super funds. Blame it on climate change. that to get a bunch of money that we just gonna spend on nothing. That's right, Reba. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi. You're right about that. You're right about that. The great mathematician. When it starts to feel like a Ruben, man, come talk to me. Yo, it's funny because it's all these talking points and these buzzwords, and people get all caught up and hung up in these buzzwords, but they never stop to think and go, "Hey, wait a minute, that don't make sense." And it goes on both sides. It goes on both sides. You know? Hey, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. DEI talk becoming de facto scapegoat. Yeah, I'm tired of the DEI talk. Like, they had a point with the DEI shit at a certain degree, but then when you just start using that shit for everything, you start using that shit for all your arguments on why shit ain't working, then it just become a moot point. Like, it's like saying race, like, just calling everything DEI is like when the left call everything racist. But when they call everybody a fucking Nazi, it just loses its fucking fervor. It just loses its fucking sting. It loses that snappiness. It loses all of that shit. You know what I mean? So like, I just wish they would fucking cut it out. Just fucking cut it out. Like, stop. Like, just, you know, you wanna make an argument for like malfeasance. I mean, or misfeasance. You can make an argument for poor leadership. Stop blaming that shit on DEI, please. Not every fucking person you see is fucking incompetent that's in office, right? Most of the motherfuckers you see that's incompetent in office is fucking DEIs. But I digress. I digress. Climate change is that little, yeah, it is because it's like, you can't deny climate change. I mean, it happens. It's been happening for as long as we've been here on this earth. You know, civilization, humans. You know what I mean? You can't deny it. And that's the thing. You know, that's why you see them, like, they always they're smart, right? And they're good with stuff like that. Like, they'll make a fucking, we're gonna create this kill the puppies, don't kill the puppies act, save the puppies act. We're going to create the Save the Puppies Act. And you're like, oh, how can you be against saving the puppies? You know what I mean? But then there's some clause on page 666 that say, you know, stomp the puppy out if it piss on your rug. But it's the Save the Puppies bill. But then it's got $60 billion to Ukraine. It's got $20 million to NIH to gas the puppies to find to see what kills them. Oh, what's going on, yo? What's going on? Welcome. Yo, Zuckerberg, I mean, yeah, yo, they fucking, they I think Zuckerberg was under duress, just like Jack Dorsey. You got to remember, right? Zuckerberg didn't create Facebook, right? Jack Dorsey probably didn't create Twitter. They was just like the fucking faces of it. They got paid a bunch of money to act like they designed it and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So, in some shape, form, fashion, they owe the government. So they got to be beholden to the government if they want to keep their status. They want to keep their money. They want to keep their positions. You know what I mean? That's why you didn't see Jack Dorsey really step in and stop some of the shit that was going down on Twitter, because he couldn't, because Jack Dorsey wasn't in charge of Twitter. Three-letter agencies was in charge of Twitter. The three-letter agencies were in charge of Twitter. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Three-letter agencies was in charge of the Twitter. Three-letter agencies was in charge of Facebook, IG. Why do you think they was able to call the shots in 2020? Why do you think they was able to, I guess, what's the word? Steer 2020's presidential election, because they had control. They had control of the back end pause of these social media platforms. They literally had a bat phone to Facebook, telling them what they could and could not publish, who they needed to take down, what kind of list they needed done. Here's your blacklist. Make sure these fucking voices don't get heard. All right, and this goes back to Nickel Slick talking about, you gotta be careful of this class of oligarchs that's coming in. And, oh no, y'all did that shit. Y'all created that class. Y'all did that shit. You know? Just saying. Just saying. The puppy's unalive. You know? Bezos, Amazon, yo, I got it on good authority. I said this before. I got it on good authority. A friend of mine who shall remain nameless, who might have worked for one of these agencies back in the day, told me that allegedly one of those three-letter agencies invested about $60 million into Amazon, as long as Amazon allowed the control of their back end. Pause. They're billionaires because they allow the government to fucking control their companies, their entities, when they need it. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna call you Jack. Okay, I don't know if I can. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm gonna call you Jack. What's going on? What's going on, Michelle? You'd rather China have your data than Langley? I can't disagree there. I don't know if I can really disagree there. Are they from Malaysia? That's what's up. Appreciate you coming through. If y'all new, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that notification icon. All right, come on, guys. Y'all move out the way, because I'm hungry and I want to go eat. Y'all just in the way. In the way. What are you doing, sir? I want to make this right. Man's left. Thank you. Anyway, so what's in the news? We're gonna talk about all this shit tonight too. We're gonna talk about all this shit tonight. After the Hotep's Been Told You after party. I mean, after the Hotep's Been Told You podcast, it's the Hotep's Been Told You after party. Hosted by yours truly, Canon Hotep, right here on the Canon Hotep YouTube channel, Canon Hotep on Rumble, Canon, Hotep, across all platforms actually. Anyway, so the ATF is out here doing some fuck shit. Talk about these 3-letter agencies. They on some fuck shit. So look, the courts, right? Supreme Court and all these other courts, district courts, they vacated the pistol brace rule from the ATF, saying you don't have the authority to enforce this rule. Not only do you not have the authority to enforce this rule, you don't have the authority to make rules, period. Right? We were all happy. We all cheered. Yay! Well, then get the fuck out, Shades. You don't got to be here. You know? I'm sure that everybody else in here is a lot more open-minded and smarter than you. You know? You go eat your Chazy Puffs. But, you know, everybody's like, yay. You know, I was happy. I didn't have to take off my pistol braces. You know, well, I'm a Gun Owners of America member, so I never had to. But I did it in solidarity with all my people. So now the ATF is saying, fuck the courts. If you got a pistol brace on your weapon, you are in violation. And this is the ATF. Now we see the ATF not only defying the courts, the ATF are trying to act like they are lawmakers and not law enforcers. They're overstepping their purview, is what's happening. They're overstepping their purview, is what's happening. Right? And what I say is be ungovernable. Be ungovernable. There's nothing they can do. They could try to enforce that law, but guess what's going to happen? It's going to get vacated in any court of law it goes to, because it's already been decided on by the district and Supreme Court. ATF are just in their death throes. They're flailing around. Hopefully when the old Donnie T get in office, he can fucking take care of that and fix that shit. And like, all right, look. First off, we need to abolish the ATF. ATF needs to be abolished. It needs to go the way of the dodo. There's no reason or need for the ATF. Period. Full stop. It needs to go away. But this shit is, again, the doing of Joe Nicholslick trying to give the ATF carte blanche and not keeping them in check and allowing them to make up rules as they saw fit, when the ATF is just a law enforcement agency. So we're going to see how this plays out. Gun Owners of America, they're already on that shit. They're already on that shit. You know what I mean? You know? Looks like the big media machine began pushing Red Note just yesterday. Oh, where? Red Note? Oh, I heard about it. Ain't it another Chinese app though? So we're gonna get rid of. So we're gonna get rid of fucking TikTok for Red Note. We're gonna get rid of TikTok for Red Note. Right? I heard they got like over 3 million users on it already. I don't know what it is. I gotta look it up and see what the deal is on Red Note. Yeah, Red Note, the new TikTok from Red China. That shit is dumb. Like if you're going to pass legislation on TikTok, in a Chinese app that you think is spying on American citizens, then I would assume that you would want to do that shit for any other Chinese social media app that you feel like is spying on American citizens, like Red Note. That's funny. It's a Japanese app, not a Chinese app. I have to look into it. We'll talk about it more tonight. Like, is it up and running, or are they doing that waitlist bullshit? Like it's on its way in, but it's not ready yet. You know what I mean? Which one is it? Red Note. That's just a terrible name, though. It's worse than X. So we got Red Note and Blue Sky. What's up with these fucking Red Note and Blue Sky? Sound like the start to a phrase that's supposed to activate a Manchurian candidate. You answer the phone. Is this Canon? Yes. Is this Canon Hotep? Yes. Is this Canon Hotep of Baltimore City? Now I'm listening. It goes X, blue sky, red note. ah, X, blue sky, red note, Facebook, threads. We need you to go do some fucked up shit. Oh my gosh, that shit is funny. It's reference to what, the red dollar envelopes? I thought it'd be more like a reference to like Red Notice. And I ain't talking about the Rock movie. I'm talking about the Red Notice. You ever read that book Red Notice about the it was like what was it about? I read it like some years ago. It was about like insider trading, I guess it was, like that was happening, and I think it was like between Russia and America, something crazy like that. I gotta go back and revisit it. There's a book called Red Notice. It's actually a pretty decent book. What's up, Crispy? The Treadstone. You give them for good luck. Somebody give me some red envelopes worth of money. I'll take them. Yeah, Clancy's. I think it is. I think Clancy's books, like Rainbow Six, is probably a real fucking. Rainbow Six is a long book, but Rainbow Six is probably some shit that really happened. You know what I mean? All that shit. I like Tom Clancy novels, y'all. You know that he was from Baltimore. They sold his condo downtown for like some astronomical amount of money. I think it was like $10 million. He owned like 2 floors of this condo, of this complex. I think the very top floor was a gun range, so he could do his research for his books. You know what I mean? Red versus blue symbolism, old as Kemet. Yeah, that. People are already switching over to that app. Red note for America. I don't know, y'all. This shit is crazy to me. It's wild to me. You know, they got Breitbart out of here too. Whatever happened to Epic Times? Remember the Epoch Times? Where they go at? Wasn't they like a Chinese newspaper? Everybody was loving, like all the conservatives loving the Epoch Times. Are they even still a thing? Are they even still a thing? All right, there we go. The Epoch Times. White people got rejected hard from what? From Red Note. Is it a safe place for people of color? Is it a safe space for people of color? People like me. Oh my gosh. Like, people don't like diversity of thought anymore. I don't get it. People want to be in that echo chamber, right? So like, we had, y'all seen it the other night. Like, I'm trying to do my stream and you got 2020, which he come in, he's cool sometimes. But then 2020 got a real axe to grind with Hotep Jesus, right? But I ain't got time for that shit because my channel ain't Hotep Jesus' channel. Me and Hotep Jesus, it's the homie. We rock with each other. He put me on and all that other stuff. But I'm not beholden to fucking Hotep Jesus. And I don't. My channel ain't his channel, right? But 2020 got like a real axe to grind with Hotep Jesus, right? Because for whatever reason, I wasn't reading all the messages he was sending. But like, his thing is he don't like that Hotep Jesus is only on Kick and he's not on YouTube, and he feel like he's doing it for the grift and all this other shit. And I'm just like, and I told him before, I said, yo, you gotta beef with Hotep Jesus. You gotta take that shit to his channel. Like, I'm still on YouTube and I'm still on X and I'm still on Rumble and I'm still on Kick because I want the diversity of thought. Right? Rumble's cool, but Rumble's an echo chamber. And it's sometimes if I start talking about like just regular shit, people in Rumble get mad because I'm not talking doom and gloom. We gotta fucking pick up arms against the establishment. I don't talk that shit all the time. So then sometimes Rumble don't like it. Kick is hit or miss. But that's the alternative to Twitch. So it's kind of more of an echo chamber on Kick, but not as much as Rumble. But then you got YouTube and X and stuff where you're going to get that diversity of thought. You're going to get the Chazy Puffs and all them other dummies that come in the chat. Want to, like, I don't even know, they ain't arguing. They just say dumb shit because they just got a keyboard in their hand. But you still get that diversity of thought. And I'm like, I change a lot of people's minds on like either me or politics or worldview by being on the platforms that are unpopular for my opinion. All right. But a lot of these people really don't want that diversity of thought anymore. You know what I mean? Like they need to they need to kind of expound their horizons, right? Because you're not going to agree with everybody. Right? Freedom of speech is supposed to protect unpopular speech. Speech is subjective. Hate speech is subjective. Right? First of all, why can't I hate you in speech? But regardless, hate speech is subjective. I could say some shit, right? I can say some shit that people in the chat might fucking laugh at or slap a knee about, but then some people in the chat might get upset about, and that's okay. But don't try to hang me for it. Don't hang me for it. Like, either take it or leave it. Give me a clean rebuttal to what, if you have one, to something that I said, and then we can have a nice dialogue. But don't fucking crash out because you don't agree. Like Chazy Puffs that was just in here. Instead of asking why we support Trump and all this other stuff, they just immediately called us small-minded and they fucking did their little, mic drop and walked away. You know. But people don't like that shit no more. Shit is crazy. You know. But yeah, like, my channel is my platform. HJ's channel is his platform. Uncle Hotep's channel is his platform. Do all three of us agree on everything? No. No. Y'all say it all the time, and Hotep's been told it. Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus disagree on shit all the time. Right? I disagree with Hotep Jesus a lot. I disagree with Uncle Hotep a lot. But, for the most part, we agree on on most of the stuff. Kid Gravity, that's the homie. Do I agree with everything Kid Gravity say on his channel? No, I don't. But guess what? Me and Kid can have a dialogue. We could disagree and then still be homies and still kick it. Nowadays, these people be out here, they disagree with you. They ready to scorch earth. They don't want to do with you. They done erased your phone number. They unfollowed you on fucking, Facebook and all this other stuff. It's crazy. You know? Is that because they can't hold a debate without a teleprompter? Some people can't hold a debate without a teleprompter. Right? Some people can't just, they can't, some people can't think, on the fly. Right? Most of the shit I say is because it's committed to memory. I study this shit a lot, and I can, like Rogan said, it's things that you could wake me up in the middle of the night with a fucking argument, and I'm gonna be ready for it because I know this shit, I know it. But, even the homies around the way, my homeboy, my man Brandon Mason, he come in the chat from time to time. Me and him don't always agree on shit, especially when it comes to like politics and like certain worldviews, but that's the homie. We've been friends since we was 7. We gonna disagree and fucking yell and argue and shit, and then at the end of that argument, like, yo, what we doing, yo? We out here tonight? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they just parrot that shit. Yeah. That goes without saying. A lot of people just parrot it. Like when you see those, am I being too political? I just don't like. That's just them parroting those talking points on the mainstream media. They don't look at the talking points of the mainstream media and then go to see if it has any validity to it. They just take what the mainstream media says for face value, and that's just what it is. You know, there's no doing any due diligence anymore, right? There's no doing any due diligence anymore. People just, they get lazy about it, and the mainstream media, the powers that be, know that, so they take advantage of it. You say something enough times, people are bound to believe it. If you know that people ain't going to go and research it and see that you're fucking lying through your teeth, and it's going to take what you say at face value, then you can just get away with it. People don't know how to think for themselves anymore. It's just they take everything. Like, for example, right? This might be a dumb example, but for example, right, I'm on Instagram yesterday just scrolling around, doom scrolling, and this lady was like, "Oh my God, Glorilla stole the lyrics from a Aretha Franklin song. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and the nigga ain't got me." Right? That's a catchy little song. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, so the lady goes, "She stole it from Aretha Franklin." So then the lady plays the clip of Aretha Franklin. And because I'm smart, I go, "That's an AI song." When has Aretha Franklin ever started a song like "Let's Fuck It Up"? Aretha Franklin start off a song by saying "Let's fuck it up." And Aretha Franklin saying, "I ain't got no nigga and your nigga ain't got me." I'm like, that's an AI song that somebody just made and said, I need Aretha Franklin to sing Glorilla song. And people been running with that shit, and they really think that Glorilla stole Aretha Franklin song. Moneybag Yo, I can see that. You know, Skibbity what? Skibbity Sigma Rising Ronk and Ohio. I hear Skibbity. I think about that shit my son watched. Skibbity Toilet. I'm like, what the fuck is Skibbity Toilet? They just be Aretha the deep cuts. Man, but it's just what it is, yo. It's just what it is. Some people just gonna be dumb, or that's not gonna say dumb. Let's not say dumb. Some people are just gonna be ill-informed and naive. We'll say naive. I guess a naive is just a nice word for saying dumb or ignorant. We use the word naive. A lot of people out here are naive. Oh man. Anyway, don't forget tonight, after Hotep's been told you, it's the after party here on Canon Hotep YouTube channel, Canon Hotep on X, Rumble, and Kick. Guys, make sure you subscribe to those platforms, hit those notification icons so you know when I go live. Go check out if you're new, go check out all my streams or my videos or my shorts. They're all great content, guys. They're all great content. You know what I mean? Help me get to 5,000 subs. I would love to get to 5,000 subs. We're about 4,060 right now. I would love to get to 5,000 subs. I know I can do it, guys. I know I can do it. Despite YouTube really hamstringing me, they took away some tools that allow you to kind of boost your engagement, especially for me. And let's fucking stick it to them. Like I said, I'm still on this platform because I reach more people that way. You know what I mean? But anyway, what's this? Mike Ware, what's going on? You have to be stuck in an uncomfortable conversation with one person for 10 minutes. Kamala Harris or Diddy? I can whoop Diddy ass, but if I had to be stuck in an uncomfortable conversation, I don't know. I'm gonna say Kamala. I don't know what that uncomfortable conversation with Diddy gonna be, because it might be one uncomfortable word that Diddy said, and I gotta beat his ass for about 5 to 10 minutes. Kamala, at least I don't care what y'all say. Kamala cute. Kamala fine. Kamala is a good looking 60-year-old woman, in my opinion. She looked a little haggard after she got off the campaign. She looked a little haggard after she got off the campaign trail. But I'd rather sit there in front of Kamala Harris, because at the end of that 10 minutes, maybe, just maybe, I might see what that mouth do. Burr, 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 burr. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. I'll see y'all tonight Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, share the stream, let people know we're alive. Get them. There's 20 people in here. Can I get 20 likes before y'all leave, please? If you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button, please. Anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.